What gets me up in the morning? The challenge.
I love the tech and the machines, and he loves the finance, getting the machine cheaper.
The people I work with every day become my family.
That's how it could grow the way it did grow, is because it wasn't one of us trying to do everything. It was two of us together as a team.
Early on, as we started to grow at Teton Trees and find our way, we came up with the saying that we're always growing, and it was kind of a play on words. We kind of stumbled onto it on accident, in the fact that growing in trees and plants and perennial shrubs was what we did, but it was also our philosophy. It was the way that we looked at life. It was the way that we wanted to grow our business. It was in everything we did. The growth was important. You can't move forward unless you're moving forward, unless you're challenging, unless you're growing. And to us, that was important. I've always felt that way, that I really enjoy the play on words of we are always growing. It's what we do as a company, but it's also our belief that we should be growing and changing and adapting and building what we want to be. While we celebrate our accomplishments, there's always more to be done.
I've never had the vision of being the biggest player on the block, but I do believe in growing at every opportunity. One of the mantras that Joe and I have is go big or go home. It is the scalability and the scope that allow us to provide solutions for our customers. What gets me up in the morning? The challenge. Every day it's the challenge. The challenge to do better. The challenge to solve problems. The challenge to create solutions for our customers and for all of our associates. Why do we do hard things? Because we can. Why do we create solutions for our customers? Because we can. And because others have not yet been able to do it. That is why we do hard things.
The concepts of economy of scale, to do it right, means you have to expand to keep doing it right. And once you expand to do it right, then you got to expand again. Like festers on itself.
Yeah.
To keep doing it right, you got to keep expanding, keep getting efficient, which means do more, and then you add one more, and then now you got to expand again, and so that's what really led to the expansion.
One of the things I appreciate about where we work is that there's a need and a feeling and a love of embracing the fact that change is inevitable and that we need to keep growing and innovating in order to improve.
If you are comfortable in your job, you're not creating value, not the value that you could. You're not really giving your customer what they need, what they want.
One thing that you have to embrace change. So this stuff's set up the way it is. If it doesn't work, it may change. But so what? If we can make it better, you can't get bogged down in this is how we set it up. You notice none of the machinery in here is bolted down. Well, there's a reason for that. That's so that we can move it if we don't like what it's doing. And that's a key to growth and innovation is don't get stuck in a rut. If you get stuck in a rut, get out of it and change.
Innovation and automation are keystones to what we do. The value that automation creates is a more consistent product with a faster turnaround and a delivery when the customer needs it. Our mechanization creates consistency and repeatability.
I love gadgets, I love mechanical stuff, I love technology, and to be able to have a business where you can use all of that. You can use gadgets, you can use technology, you can use, you got big machines that you get to go play with, and you get to make them do things that maybe they weren't designed to do. So and figure out how to do them better, faster, cheaper. That's always a big one that you remember. And even though you like the big gadgets and the high-tech stuff, is they got to pay for themselves. So as long as you remember that, you can use all that kind of stuff.
Because we're always growing, that also not only is part of our plans and part of our business model, but it's part of how we deal with people, how we interact with people. Honestly, the most satisfaction I get at my job is helping people grow and progress. I enjoy the sense of accomplishment when I'm able to do something difficult at work, and to me that's the joy of work, is helping other people get that same sense of satisfaction. When we can challenge people to do more than they thought they could and show that they're capable of more than they ever imagined, to me that's the true enjoyment in what we do as a company.
I believe that every single person has the ability to do better every day, every month, and every year. I believe that if we don't take it to the next level, the only thing that's holding us behind is ourselves. Usually, a lack in belief of oneself. One of the greatest pleasures that I get is watching other people succeed and improve and do better than they ever did before.
What you have to come to realize as an entrepreneur, as a business manager, is it's impossible to know it all. The quicker you learn that you don't have to be the smartest person on the payroll, and that you can hire people that are smarter than you, then you have to keep them there. And so to keep them there, then you have to treat them like family. You don't treat them like a slave or a machine. That's not what they are. They're people. People that you like and that you want to grow with, you become family. So,
while we work in the horticulture industry and enjoy the plants, the most important part for me has always been family. I work hard to support my family, and we work hard every day so we can support the families of all our employees. And while those families are important, what I've come to realize is the people I work with every day become my family. We have extremely dedicated and talented people that have stuck with us through thick and thin, and to me, that's the most impressive thing anyone can offer us is their time, and they deserve to be treated like family. We grow, we do what we do in order to help our families, and that includes both inside the company and out. And I think when people truly understand that, they're willing to do whatever it takes to be successful, and that's an amazing thing when that comes together.
If an employee is growing and caring and putting out his all, we believe we should do the same for them. If there's a family crisis, health crisis, or just support for a Little League baseball game, we do what we can to make sure that they are well-rounded people, that they are supported, and that they need to be where they need to be. I believe that we need to do all three. We need to support ourselves and our own growth. We need to support the company and its growth. And we need to, thirdly, support our families and each other's families.
in our business, we employ all the businesses together. We employ probably 1,000 people that we're helping them feed their families and their kids. So, I mean, that's a big responsibility. That's what gets me up and gets me going, is I'm responsible for this group of people and keeping the companies together and going so that they can raise their children, send them to school, and on we go.